It was great. I mean, I love genres and I love film noir and all of those words, but I'm not a big fan of femme fatale because I think you so easily can fall victim to just having that in your head. And so I never even thought about that while I was working on the film till I started doing press and people started saying it. But, you know, to me, she had to be realistic and she had to have blood in her veins, and I had to find her weaknesses and her strengths and all of those things. Those are the things that you pay attention to more than just playing this genre, I think. John loves talking about films, and he's got great stories to tell. And we talked a lot about movies, but I don't think we ever talked about movies in relation to this, which I think is nice because I think in the end, we all steal from each other. I think it happens just subconsciously. And so you don't want to force stuff like that because it is going to happen. You are going to walk away and take moments from other things. You know, who said it? Somebody great said it. We all steal, the great steal from the great, you know? And so I think you have to try and stay away from that as much as possible. We talked about a lot of films, but I don't think ever in relation to this. No, we just had a director that had the memory of an elephant. He would remember everything that we shot a month ago. And this was a hard movie to shoot out of continuity because, I mean, so the tiniest little thing could give it all away. And what really helped us out was the fact that John just had such a passion for making this film. And with that, what happened was he got so involved with it that he knew every moment that he wanted. And a lot of times he was the one that saved us a lot of times. Well, now, no, you did this last week, Sparks. I don't think you want to do it again, you know? So that really helped a lot. He runs a very, very tight ship. But I'm a girl, so I get away with it easily. So, yeah, I love it. I was totally put on a pedestal. I felt like a 40s movie star. Such a gentleman way of dealing with me, but he does run a very, very tight ship, and he, you know, you look at him and he is in his late 60s, and you just go, why am I even complaining? I have no right to complain. And there were so many days that so many nights that we shot in Canada that we'd show up at 9 o'clock on some hill that's like 8,000 feet above sea level, and people are nauseous and throwing up and sick and cold and bronchitis, and John would just be like, oh, I want the camera there, and you're just like, no complaining today, you know? And it's so inspiring. It really is inspiring because he loves what he does. And he wants the people who are involved with his movies to feel the same way about it. They have great projects. It's very simple. Actors go where great projects are. And that's really what it's like, the carrot to the donkey. It's that simple. I mean, I've done 5 movies now for them, I think, 4 movies. And they were all back-to-back, and it was just, they just had, at that time, the best material, and they still do. They get great young writers. They celebrate a lot of new things that I think a lot of other studios, bigger studios, have kind of given up on, and that's nice. Oh, a huge surprise. You know, I don't think any of us really realized how special of a movie we were making. I mean, I think we were all so in love with the project and loved the story so much, and that's why we did it. But usually those movies that you feel so close to, you sometimes get the shock in realizing that people are not very interested in seeing them. So to get recognition for something that you had such a wonderful time doing and you put your heart and soul into is a shock. I mean, it was a shock, I think, to all of us because you just never know with the Academy, you know? And I had fear that they would overlook it for Best Picture. And I was very happy that we got that, and I was very happy that Lasse Hallström got Best Director. nomination. Well, it's a period film. It takes place in the 40s during World War II, and so you'd like to think that we've evolved from the 40s, and then when you watch this film, you realize that we're still dealing with the same issues kind of today. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I just think that there are some issues in life that you can't put rules by. You can't make it as simple as saying yes or no, because they boil down to human emotion and humanness and humanity. And we're not perfect, and we can't always live by all these rules and make it perfect. And I think that's what's so great about showing something that took place so long ago and then completely relatable till still today.